Hey you guys, I am back with another video, and this time I just wanted to show you guys how I created this cute little French manicure using full cover tips and no bubbles at all, honey. I cannot wait to show you guys how I created this look. Let's get into it. So I was doing some DIYs around the house and I accidentally tore my my nail on my thumb and was getting a little bit painful. So I thought it'd be great to repair it using some full cover tips. But then I realized how easy it was to to actually do it, because I did it under like 2 minutes. But I thought, let me quickly make a video of this actually and show you guys how I'm able to do this very quickly and have no air bubbles whatsoever. So I'm going to be using the plastic full cover tips. You can pick this up anywhere now. They're very popular. My ones aren't gel, they're just normal plastic ones, and I picked them up from my local beauty supply, and you can even find these on Shein now. They are everywhere. So I went ahead and sized them up, making sure that I'm picking ones that fit from side wall to side wall. That is very important because it helps with the overall longevity of the nail. So one thing I don't like about these is a slight curve that they have towards the cuticle. I always tend to get rid of this because it kind of just makes the nail sit uncomfortable for me, and yeah, it just doesn't sit right. But you also just want to make sure that there's enough room in there, because that's where the product is gonna go. So I'm going to quickly show you guys how I customized them, but for now I went ahead and sized the rest of my nails. Now I'm going to quickly do some prep on my natural nails, and I'm gently just pushing back my cuticles. This is important because we're removing all the dead skin, and you also just want to make sure that you're not pushing your cuticles too hard, because you could hurt yourself or create cuts and you could bleed. So you want to do this gently. I'm now going with the scraper end of my cuticle pusher, and you can see just how much dead skin was on that natural nail. So this is important to do because we want maximum adhesion between the full cover tip and the natural nail. So I went ahead and did this for the rest of my nails. Now I'm going in with my buffing block, and I'm using the softer side, and I'm just doing this to remove the shine. But this is the only method I use when I'm prepping my natural nails, because yeah, I do not want to do a lot of damage. So I just always use a buffing block, and I went ahead and did that for the rest of my nails. Now to dehydrate, I really like using acetone, because it really does strip all the oils on the natural nails and it just leaves them nice and dry. Now I'm quickly going to show you guys how I customize my tips, and like I showed you before, I just get rid of that curve by the cuticle that I showed you guys previously. I really don't like it, so I file it down, and when I do that, the tip always fits really nice. So as I'm doing this, I'm constantly checking back on my natural nail, making sure that it fits perfectly. Now I'm filing down the cuticle area, and I do this because I don't want to do this afterwards. And again, I try and minimize as much contact with my natural nail as possible. And sometimes if you do this afterwards, you might just slightly get into your natural nail. So I prefer doing this beforehand. As you can see now, it applies nice and flush, and if you look at it from sideways, it looks like the tip is coming out from the cuticle, which is what you want. So I went ahead off camera and did the same for the rest of my nails, again making sure that they all fit perfectly around my cuticles. And I went ahead and filed down the cuticle area of the full cover tip and making sure that they all fit nice and snug. Now I'm going in with my primer, basically my bond, and this is just to help with overall adhesion. And I'm doing this so that there's a nice grip between the product and my natural nail. I'm gonna go ahead and use that same primer to etch the inside of my nails. You can use a file and etch the inside, but I prefer using the primer because that way there's not a lot of dust under there, and again that's gonna help prevent bubbles. Now the star of the show is this rubber base. Now it's perfect because it already has a nice nude color and covers up my natural nails and makes it look nice and flawless. I apply a thin layer on my natural nails and I do not cure it. Then I scoop up a little bit of the rubber base and I apply it on the base of my full cover tip. Now it does take some time to be able to gauge how much product you're going to need for this, so this just takes a little practice, but once you get it, you get it. Now I just zoomed you guys in so you can see better. So I'm applying the full cover tip all the way down and I'm pressing at a 45-degree angle from my cuticle, and I'm gently laying it down onto my natural nail. So as it goes up, you're just monitoring how much, and I do have a slight bit that came out on the side there, so I just grabbed a little brush and I cleaned it off, and there aren't any air bubbles, and you guys can see, and I quickly just cured with my flash LED light, and that's how that nail turned out. Really smooth. I do not have any stuck under my nail. It didn't spill out all over the place. It just applied perfectly. So I went ahead and did the same technique for my middle finger. For my ring finger, and for my pinky finger. As you can see, this technique just works really well. There aren't any air bubbles. Now I'm grabbing my alcohol and I'm cleansing my nails, just making sure that my nails are nice and clean for the next step. Now I'm reducing the length of the nails. Now I'm grabbing my buffing block and I am removing the shine. Now I'm grabbing my hand file and I'm shaping my nails to the desired shape. I'm going for a very sharp square because I just really like a square French look. Now I'm going to show you guys how I do my French smile line. I honestly do not have a specific technique for this. I just eyeball it. I really want to try and practice doing one of those fancy dotty, horizontal lines, because I feel like that makes it way quicker it does take longer the way I do it, but nonetheless I was very happy with how it turned out. I went ahead and did that for the rest of my nails. And now I'm going in with my no wipe top coat. I'm applying this on all my nails, and then I cure in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. Now this is optional, you don't have to do this, but after I've cured, I always like to go in again with my hand file. Now this is where I really crispen up the look, really crispen up that French, and make sure everything is nice and straight. And I also just crispen up the edges of the nails as well. And then I go in again, this is optional, with my buffing block, and this is just the final step, just in case there were any ridges, and also just in case that white was a little bit thick and it's sticking out of the nail. When I buff the nails, it just makes everything nice and flush. Then I washed my hands, then I applied top coat one more time. Now I'm using my cuticle stick and applying my cuticle oil and making sure my cuticles are nice and moisturized. And this is the final look, you guys. This was so quick and easy to do. Please let me know in the comments, like, where would you wear this look? Is it like a work look? Is it like corporate? Are you going on a date? Are you going on a wedding? That's why I like French tip. It's very versatile, very classic, very clean look. And that's the end of the video, you guys. If you like what you see, please click the like button. Might as well hit that subscribe button and join in the family. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Bye, guys.